Leos, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a look at what you're not expecting to happen from now until the end of July. We're going to jump straight in. I'm going to be using my Lenormand deck. I'm also going to be using my traditional tarot. So let's jump in. And of course, any information that you also need to follow me on my Pick a Card channel, if you're into that, will be listed below, as well as my website if you're into getting a personal reading with me. Okay, what's the energy around my Leos? Okay, so right off the bat, we have the moon showing up here. So with the moon showing up, what you may not be expecting to happen, there's certain things that you may not be aware of. There could be certain things that either a family member is leaving out of conversation and may not be wanting to tell you because they don't know how you'll react. Or a love interest could be, evading certain conversations or giving you certain pieces of understanding with things that just may not feel all the way right. Especially if your person has been just moving in a very weird, elusive way. You could be sensing that something's up. And if there is anything up, you could be getting some clues as to what that is, or just a full-on understanding as to what that is. Another thing that you may not be expecting to happen, you may have to face your fears in some sense. You could be having to face your fear of flying, facing your fear of moving on from someone in that situation not working out. You could be having to face the fear of going to the doctors. Like, this looks different for each and every one of you, but it's definitely some sort of fear that you guys are going to be facing and tackling. And in you, like, confronting this fear, it's a breakthrough that you guys are going to be experiencing in that same process. I also have the bear. So there could be something to do with a grandmother, mother figure that you may not have an awareness of what's been going on with them in terms of personal health, and maybe, like, for some of you, their financial situation. So you could be getting some insight on what that is. And this could be giving you a totally different perspective as to why they've been, like, more so isolating themselves or keeping to themselves. They may be just trying to protect you from giving you certain, worries. Okay. I also have the fox. So yeah, there's something here that's a little off about a friend, about a person that's around you. You could even be feeling like a love interest here is a little questionable at the time with the fox, okay? The fox does speak about, like, sneaky energy. So yeah, if there is somebody who has bad intentions, it will be revealed quickly, okay? We also have the clouds. You could start to realize that maybe someone tried to deceive you and try to pull the wool over your eyes. This could be like somebody you're trying to go into business with. You start to realize that maybe they didn't tell you, like, little key things when going into business with them, or they could be doing something shady with the books. Okay, you could have a shady coworker where they don't really have the best intentions because they could gossip. Let's keep going. What's the energy around my Leos? What are they not expecting to happen from now until the end of July? Okay, I have the Hangman, the Six of Cups, and the Hierophant. So some of you guys could be having very vivid dreams towards the end of this month. Like, and I'm talking about very vivid dreams. This could be dreams about things that happened, like, in the past, and memories could be coming up as well. Also, somebody who you may have not heard from if I can talk, somebody who you may have not heard from in a while. This could be a childhood friend, or like somebody who you had a deep, intimate connection with. You could hear from them after, like, a long, and I'm talking about a prolonged time of you guys not speaking. If you're going through any sort of custody issues, you could get some sort of ruling on that. And there could be certain things that you don't necessarily like about the agreement. Or you could have the person you have children with. Sorry about that, guys, we got cut off. But continuing, so what I was saying, it could be a scenario where the person you may have children with, there could be a custody issue where they're using the fact that you guys may not have the best relationship, may not be on the best of terms, as a way for them to like go against you in a court custody battle, or like using that as a way to spite you in a sense. Now, another thing that I did kind of notice, I have the Seven of Swords that came up, and we have so many cards talking about trickery and things being hidden and someone trying to pull the wool over your eyes. So again, someone could be acting very sneaky. They could be acting very avoidant from addressing what's actually going on. So pay attention to anyone around you who could be like just moving in a very shady, sneaky way. Another thing that I'm getting, you could be dealing with someone who isn't taking accountability, like what may happen during this time frame that you're not expecting. You could get back in contact with someone who's been avoiding you. And if the reason why you guys stopped talking had a lot to do with them betraying you or not being honest with you about certain things, it's not that they're necessarily taking accountability for it. They could be actually avoiding actually addressing what the issue is, like straight ahead. For a lot of you too, if you've been holding yourself back from doing the things that you've been wanting to do for a while, like start a business, start a weight loss journey, start a YouTube channel, whatever this may be, you could be so concerned about that it almost like whips you into shape or makes you realize like, oh wow, I do need to do X, Y, and Z before time just keeps getting away from you. Some of you guys could be getting a new car, getting some sort of maintenance work done to a car. If you've been having like car issues for a minute, this could be the time frame in which you have to do something about it, because it could be like hard to ignore at this point. For a lot of you too, I feel like there's going to be like this coming together and personal peace that you're going to feel by the end of this time frame. You could be feeling a lot more uplifted. Okay, you could feel a lot more centered because you're being intentional about that. But this is what I see. I hope overall this was helpful and did give you some insight on your situation, Leos. If you do want more of a personal reading, that information will be listed in the description. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.